Straight from the best fishing locations in the world, featuring Wade Middleton, Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter, presents The Fisherman's Handbook. The Fisherman's Handbook is a legendary series of how-to fishing trips designed to help you become a better angler. Each week, top pros will walk with you along the aisles of the Cabela's retail stores and help you flip the pages of the Cabela's catalog to show you what you need to get you ready to go fishing. That's all ahead on today's Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook.
You know, I've been fortunate to float several rivers in the state of Texas, the Llano, the Guadalupe, and some others, but the Devil's River is one that was always on my bucket list that I wasn't necessarily sure I was going to get a chance to go do. So when I had a chance to come out here and do this little short Devil's River float that we got to do today, I jumped on it, and I tell you, I've been excited and thinking about it ever since the invitation came down.
I met Wade down at in Del Rio, and we headed north, maybe 25 miles on pavement, and then another 25 miles back on dirt road, and another 10 miles. We went till the road ended and got to a gate and came back in another 5 or 10 miles through ranch roads to get to this place, and it's secluded, it's desolate, and you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, and but everybody out here is just glad to be here.
It'll be a pretty exciting adventure here. We're going way off the beaten path, well above Lake Amistad where the Devil's River comes in, and you know, it's pretty harsh, pretty extreme country that we're getting into, and there's only a couple of places you can actually even get onto the river from a public standpoint and be able to float down, and there's a lot of regulations and things you got to keep in mind when you're doing this, but this is a float that I've always wanted to go do. So we've got some Hobie Kayaks loaded up in front of us, and we're going to put in the Devil's River and see what we can make happen as we go down for the day.
You know, it's funny, after driving 20 miles literally down dirt roads in this kind of deserty, rough area, you know eventually you're going to come to a river because you've heard so much about it. And but when it actually opens up to you and you just see this beautiful clear water, once again, it's a contrast. It just doesn't seem like it should be here, and it's the lifeblood of this little area. So yeah, you just kind of take it all in and just know that it's great being this close to creation and seeing part of creation you haven't seen before.
The Devil's River is well known as basically being the most pristine river in the state of Texas, and it's also one of the most remote. I mean, when you get in this country here, you're nowhere. I mean, there's just nothing around. You have to put in on some public land or have access via private land, and then you float several miles down before you're going to have an opportunity to even get off the river. This isn't a place that you go unprepared. It's a place that you got all the gear packed and got people with you in case something happens. This is about one of the most beautiful sights you're going to find if you like the outdoors.
Let's get up in the middle and find them.
This is pretty awesome. Doesn't get much better than this. Fish. Oh, little bluegill. That's the cool thing about this. You catch everything. Little wacky worm.
There is not a prettier part of the world to do this in.
Not at all.
There's another one. They're all in here, Wade. There's a 3-pounder. I got too close to them.
My old buddy
They're just watching me now, but
he can be a little sneaky.
Wade will get them.
He likes this river stuff. It's his world.
You see them? They're right here in this pocket. There's 3 of them running around in there.
There's one right there. There's a little one right there. I can catch that fish.
The Fisherman's Handbook will be right back. The Fisherman's Handbook is brought to you in part by Cabela's, it's in your nature. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Yamaha Marine, reliability starts here. Garmin, we'll get you there.
We invented and patented the first aerated live well. We're first with higher flotation standards and first to receive a protected design hull copyright. With such a strong focus on non-stop innovation, no other boat enjoys such advanced engineering. Ranger Boats. We're celebrating over 45 years of fishing and a lifetime of leadership. Discover Yamaha's VMAX power. When you want the best, choose Yamaha.
It's 200 streamlined horsepower of Yamaha forward thinking. The all-new F200 inline 4-stroke. Whether you're an offshore angler, pontoon cruiser, bay boater, or walleye hunter, the responsive and fuel-efficient F200 combines amazing power and versatility in one incredibly compact and lightweight package. The all-new F200. Legendary Yamaha reliability and the freedom of forward thinking.
You just want to fish, not mess around with buttons and settings and such. That's why they made every Garmin Echo fish finder easy to use. You see fish, you catch fish, easy. Fight fish, not your fish finder. Get the unsurpassed power, clarity, and dependability of a Garmin Echo fish finder.
I wear it.
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 Every time I'm on the water, I wear my life jacket, and so should you.
Boat US urges you to wear a life jacket every time you're on the water. For more information, visit boatus.com.
Welcome back to the Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton. Wade and Hobie's Keeton Eoff have launched the Hobie Pro Angler on the exclusive Devil's River.
The Devil's River is without question a river that's on everybody's list if they like to do this type of trip. It is a place that is super remote. It's north of Del Rio, quite a ways. The Devil's River actually flows into Lake Amistad, and you can do some 4- and 5-day trips down this river, and the water is just absolutely pristine. I mean, when you look down in it, you can see very deep. You can see the fish, you can see the vegetation, and when you get out here, you know you're in a very remote place that not a lot of people have seen.
They're all in here, Wade. There's a 3-pounder.
Right when we got into the water where we were unloading at, there was a lot of standing vegetation before a set of rapids, and it was kind of slack water. So we're looking around, and I mean, and you could see fish immediately swimming around. So I started looking. I mean, that's what I like to do, and I'm looking and casting around. I noticed old Keeton sitting over there. He's just kind of looking at this spot, and he goes, "Man, there's 3 of them right here." Well, you know, being the good friend that I am, I kind of had to paddle over there, and he kind of left, and so I had to start fishing for him a little bit. Keeton found her, but he left her, so I took advantage of it. Golly, it's a big fish.
I don't see him in there. Quit toying with him, Wade.
Huh?
Get him.
Trying. The bed is right.
In that neck.
There's like those 2 right there. The bed's in between there.
There he goes, coming up on you, see him?
Yeah, I just want to let it sit there and let her settle down and see how she's making passes to her now. I had her fired up. That's the small one. big ones over there. You ready, Justin?
Fucking giant.
Grah!
Yeah, look at this Devil's River kayak bass. Golly.
Woo! She grew by the time you got her out of the water.
Wow, you want to get a picture of
Wade
this
came
one?
over there and jumped my hole and caught a monster right off the bat. So that was a little hard to swallow, but I had a lot of confidence that he could get it done. So that's all right.
Beautiful. Here is it. She'll go right back heading over there. That's a good one. There's a
Nice
bigger
job.
one there too.
Go get it.
You know, this is about as relaxing as you can get. This is, you look at a backdrop like this, crystal clear, pristine water. I mean, that's unreal.
All right. My main job here is to find them so you can catch them.
I like that. You know, you've been road tripping all over the place, seeing a lot of different sites with these Hobies. I mean, it's pretty exciting to see country like this, to, you know, out on the saltwater, every place.
Yeah, there's nowhere we can't go. You just have to find the right kayak that fits your needs. And you know, today we knew we were going to be fishing some clear water, a big open body, so we went with the pro anglers. And you know, that ability to stand up and catch that fish, you know, number one, to find it, you see it,
Yeah.
and then go catch it is just, you know, it's really not worth the trade.
That's pretty incredible.
When you're going to fish any river system, you really have to take in consideration the areas you're going to be fishing, you know, how shallow it is, how rocky it is, how much moving water versus still water. And luckily at Hobie, I've got kayaks that are going to fit any of our needs. And I actually brought Revolution, an Outback, and then I brought our pro anglers. And I really wanted to look at the area we were going to fish first. And when I saw that we had a nice big mile stretch of open water with limited shoals, you know, the pro angler's just the boat of choice for that. Takes a little more work to get it up and down, but when you get out there and get on the water fishing, it's just a great platform. Had we been in an area with a lot of shoals and a lot of rapids and shallow water, I would have probably gone with an Outback or a Revolution, which is a narrower boat that will help you shoot the shoals better. So it just depends on the area you're going to fish and what product's going to work best for you in that area.
Catch you one over there, Keeton?
Yeah, these things are so pretty.
Oh,
Doesn't get old, does it?
no. Impossible.
More exclusive Devil's River action when the Fisherman's Handbook returns.
I think that Arctic ice stuff works. I mean, we put this in there yesterday. This one's on the top, and you can tell it's got ice inside of it, and this one's down on the bottom, down on the Tundra series, frozen solid.
Since 1996, Frog Togs outerwear have kept outdoorsmen warm and dry, even in the worst of conditions. Now, Frog Togs have expanded beyond hunting and fishing markets and revolutionized the industry with their patented fabric system. Frog Togs are extremely lightweight and portable. They pack easily in your car, boat, RV, and even on your motorcycle. Best of all, Frog Togs are 100% waterproof and windproof, and yet extremely breathable. Check us out online at frogtogs.com. Frog Togs, stop the rain.
Whether your battleground is at sea, offshore, or on the flats, arm yourself to the teeth with Laser Trocar, the first surgically sharpened hook in the world for faster penetration, unmatched holding power. Forged in America from ultra-high carbon steel, featuring the deadly three-sided Trocar point. Laser Trocar hooks bring big-time stopping power to big game fishing. Rule the ocean with Laser Trocar.
Livingston Lures, an exclusive combination of swim action, vibration, sound, and flash. Endorsed and used by Bassmaster Elite Series anglers like Randy Howell.
Woo! Giant bass for Randy Howell.
Jeff Creek.
Give me some love for Jeff Green.
And Brent Chapman.
2012 Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Brent Chapman.
Woo! See Livingston Lures at every Bassmaster event in 2013. Visit us at livingstonlures.com.
The world's best fishing line is now available in the United States.
That's a toad.
Sunline Super Fluorocarbon, with strength to guarantee your confidence.
Welcome back to the Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton, brought to you in part by Bradley Smoker, food smoking the easy way. Amphibia Performance Floating Eye Gear, because the Earth is mostly water. Arctic Ice, preserve an Arctic refuge in your cooler. Hydrowave, ignite a feeding frenzy.
It's funny when Wade and I started talking about this trip, there wasn't a lot of pre-fishing other than we both love fishing rivers and we both wanted to fish this river really bad. We fished Amistad before and it's pretty close. Let's say within 30 miles of Amistad, and this river actually feeds Amistad. So to give you an idea geographically where we are, but our expectations were to come see something we hadn't seen before, and knowing it was going to be clear water, knowing we might get to sight fish a little bit was really exciting for us.
You know, these trips that you do on places like this, there's a lot of different regulations depending on the body of water or the river or wherever, and you really got to study all the regulations before you go do them. You know, here on the Devil's River, it's surrounded by private land, which means you pretty much got to stay in the river and you got to be fairly self-sufficient. There's only a couple of outfitters that you can tie into that have access and can give you the right information, and it's really imperative that you note all those rules when you're doing this so that you don't get yourself in a problem and you don't get a landowner upset, because that only makes it harder for future people coming down these rivers. Just missed one there.
There we go.
Get him?
I think I got him this time. Yeah, I got a light rod too.
He's a little better than you think he is.
Hang on.
One thing that you can plan on when you're going on the Devil's River float is an opportunity to smallmouth, and possibly the biggest smallmouth of your life. And I've been fortunate to fish in big lakes where you catch big smallmouth, so I kind of keep it in perspective that a smallmouth over 3 pounds on a river float is a beautiful, incredible trophy. And Keeton was kind of going down one of the ledges there, hopping a worm along, and I mean his rod just loads up, and this thing's like surging and bending and taking line, and he's kind of doubled over, doesn't really know what he has, and I'm kind of unsure. I'm thinking, man, did he snag a carp? Keaton's liable to snag a carp. Did he catch a catfish? He even mentioned it in there, and I kept waiting for this 4-pound smallmouth to jump out of the water, because that's secretly what I was hoping. And about that time, he goes, big smallie, big smallie. And I was excited, because to me, seeing a big smallmouth in this clear, pristine river system that we're fishing is something that I wanted to see. That was one of the big reasons I wanted to go on this Devil's River float.
Oh, come on, bad boy.
Almost seen.
It's probably 3, 4.
Really? Oh, good
3.
fish. Good one, Keeton.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Nice job. Boy, that's a pretty fish.
Pretty fish. Boy, they're dark. Give me a mouth.
Wow. Good one right there. That's a
Woo.
good one. Nice job.
Oh, man. This is my biggest smallmouth ever, Wade.
Is it
For
really?
sure.
Wow, that is a good one. That is a good one, buddy.
The most exciting thing for me today was catching my biggest smallmouth ever. It was only about 4 pounds, but for me, that's a big one. We don't have a lot of smallies in Texas, and I don't get to fish up north that much. So getting down here and catching, a personal best for me was great.
That is pretty big.
Man alive.
Part of the Devil's River right there.
It's beautiful.
That is awesome. I mean, I saw that rod bend, and you're like, oh, I got a light rod. I don't think so.
Yeah. On rivers, I like using lighter stuff, and
Fun.
that fish, I didn't really know until he decided. He didn't know he was hooked there for a while. And then when he went running.
That
All
was
right,
too cool,
man.
dude. Pap. Nicely done. don't let these little rivers fool you on not being able to catch big fish. I mean, there's fish in excess of 5 and 6 pounds on the largemouth side and in excess of 4 pounds on the smallmouth side. I mean, many people catch their biggest smallmouth of their life on these little rivers like this, and it's a treat to see them because they're rare creatures that are living in a rough environment, and you're going down through that environment and you're seeing what they're living and dealing with. I mean, the waterfalls, the rapids, the changing water levels, and I mean, and droughts in this country can be brutal. No, that one's not too happy right there. He's caught pretty good though. There's the Devil's River Smallie right there.
Pretty fish.
That is something else. Look at that. How special is that? Texas Devil's River. You know, all we're doing is going down through here and throwing a mix of soft plastics and hitting all these little cuts and stuff. But the problem is we're missing a lot of fish because we're looking at the scenery around us. I mean, this whole float that you can do that'll actually take you all the way into Lake Amistad. I mean, the scenery is just absolutely gorgeous. And the fishing is a bonus as far as I'm concerned.
When the Fisherman's Handbook returns, Wade and Keeton head back upstream on the Devil's River.
At Amphibia, we've resolved to build a product that nobody else offers, using methods that nobody else is using, optimized for life on water and land. The choice of top bass fishing pros. Amphibia frames are designed to fit comfortably no matter how your face is shaped, to stay firmly in place through your most physical activities, and to float in water. Amphibia sunglasses are truly designed for life on the water.
Hey man, how about that? They were really biting.
Not bad. What was that? Did you see that?
See what? Crete, did you forget to turn the hydro wave off again?
Oh, it looks like I did.
Don't worry, I got it.
Thanks, bud.
God, Crete! Sorry guys, he never remembers. Give it up, Crete.
What are you doing, dude? They're keepers.
Food Saver, the makers of the most popular vacuum sealing appliances in the world, now offers the same great technology for sportsmen. The Game Saver Plus collection of vacuum sealers is designed to address the specific needs of the outdoorsman, ensuring that your meat will stay fresh for up to 3 years, and fish will keep for 2 years with the Game Saver Plus technology. Conventional food storage traps the air inside with food. The Food Saver and Game Saver Plus removes that air and eliminates freezer burn, ensuring freshness for up to 3 years. The Game Saver Plus collection from Food Saver.
Introducing advanced interchangeable hook design, Freedom Live Action Hybrid Jigs. It gives the bait a free range of motion, give more natural and realistic action while maintaining upright hook position. Need to change bait styles, colors, even hooks on the fly? Get ready for the easiest way to mix up your lure appearance with an easy twist on and off snap. The future of fishing. Freedom Live Action Hybrid Jigs.
The world's best fishing line is now available in the United States. Sunline FX2, the strongest braid available.
Son, this braid, I'll absolutely love it.
Welcome back to the Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton. Wade and Hobie's Keeton Eoff have floated the relaxing and beautiful Devil's River with a backdrop that has not made the fishing a top priority.
When people talk about decompressing in life and getting away from it all, this is where you can forget everything. I'm a guy that's self-admitted addicted to my iPhone, my email and texting and my phone calls. Even when I'm fishing the biggest, best bass lakes in the nation, I peek at my phone. But here, you're not gonna peek at anything because you might miss some of the most incredible scenery that you're ever gonna see. I mean, when you look at the water and the fish that's swimming by, and you look at the vegetation growing on the sides, and you see all the rapids, and you look up on the hills and the cliffs, and I mean, it's just, the whole world just kind of melts and is forgotten when you're on a float like this. And that's a big part of an adventure like this. You know, say you come down there and only catch 5 fish, big deal. All you got to do is look around you at the water and what the water has done and created over the past centuries, and you're in awe.
Jeff would be proud of me. I'm in his position, rod up about 12 foot, worm out there way deeper than I can touch, which is too deep for me to fish. And I'm shaking his little squirrel tail worm. I'll be honest, it's pretty relaxing.
We definitely caught bigger fish than what we expected. We expected to catch plenty of fish. It's kind of, you know, hey, we always expect to catch fish, so you might as well be optimistic, right? But yeah, we caught bigger fish than we expected. That was really nice. I got to watch Wade do that earlier and came back to the same spot. There's a few other fish hanging around. You can always learn something. That's why I like fishing with these guys that are active and do a lot of fishing in the outdoors. And I haven't done a lot of bed fishing before, and so I let somebody coach me through it that knew what they were doing, and it wasn't that hard. So it's pretty. I'm gonna let her go so she can get back and do what she does. Look how clear that water is. You can't beat a day on the Devil's River. It's first chance I've got to come fish on this river. I love rivers. It's hard to it's hard to describe. It's majestic. There's huge, we call them mountains in Texas. Most people call them hills. But this river system right here just feeds the area. And so you've got this gin clear water that is cool and refreshing, and every bush has a thorn on it. So you got to be prepared, but it's definitely worth the trip. So if you get a chance, grab a Hobie and hit the river and just see what it's all about, man. A day exploring is just as good as a day fishing.
I didn't care if I caught a fish. The fish were going to be the bonus because this is the Devil's River. It is the destination in Texas that I've dreamed about going, and it met and exceeded all of the things I expected. And I'll be frank, I can't wait to come back. I don't know if I'm up for a 4-day trip down this thing because that's a long trip for me, but I can promise you I will float the Devil's River again.
It's been a great day on the water. Thanks for watching. Join us next week for more trips and tips with the pros. The Fisherman's Handbook is on Facebook, and when you follow us, you'll not only get behind the scenes on where Wade and the crew are headed next, you can see clips from upcoming shows and be eligible for lots of prizes from our sponsors, including a trip to the Venice Fishing Lodge with Wade himself. We'll see you on Facebook.
Here, G. We're up on the Devil's River with my trusty river dog, G. G lives here on the ranch and has made quite an impression on all of us.